4 more overs to go. 178. We'll have to wait and watch. 10, 12, 14. What do you suggest to us from here? How does India go and what rate?
India, but for the moment, this partnership 25 of 11 has already created the launch pad. Mohammad Tawfiq gives him width. Single first ball. Captains everywhere.
Absolutely. You'll see Mohammad Fahad Bastaki, I beg your pardon, running all over the park, ensuring he's motivating his players.
There's confirmation coming through. 11.12, the current rate. They reach a 222 and it's a terrific total.
Fielder converging but slightly. Ball dropping way too short. Another single there. Both these batsmen now will be looking to use the long handle.
Yusuf has been terrific with the ball in hand as well. The fielder on that occasion. Mahmood Bastaki now with the ball in hand. Catch it is the call. But why and how? That's into the stands. Getting to the pitch of the ball. This is a testing moment for Mahmood Bastaki. Would be very interested in seeing how he comes back after this. The captain's telling him, don't worry. Oh, it's hit the umpire. That throw has hit the umpire. Seems alright. That's a good news. That's good news indeed.
That's why we say you keep an eye on the ball no matter where it comes from. Be it batter, umpire, non-striker, you have to always ensure that you're standing at a safe end, ensuring you're not in the way or in the direction of the ball.
That's taken as a full toss, and that's growing wings as it flies by. 2 back-to-back sixes. Mahmood Bastaki is under pressure. Diju Xavier's moving on to a fantastic half century with that 6. 51 at just 32, and innings of substance.
Surely Diju Xavier will be very, very happy with this start in this tournament for him. He has been having a good time in the domestic season. He will ensure that he bats well throughout this tournament. He's batting right up higher in the order, so they will be looking up to him. He's done well in this match, especially after both the openers departing quickly. The Indian contingent have looked very, very good. They looked calm and composed. They've executed their plans pretty smart and wisely. Diju has got off to a flying start in this tournament. The first half century for an Indian player in this tournament. Back-to-back sixes there for Mahmood. Again he tosses up. Slightly wider this time. He'll have to go back and reload this one. He's expecting Diju to run down the track, and that's the reason he's tossing it up slightly wider.
Making room for himself. Work to do for skipper Fawad. Gets the slide in, gets a very good throw in. 2 more runs added to the tally. Fantastic stuff, applauded by all the fielders.
Again off the back foot, hit very hard on form. We'll have to wait and watch. Again the skipper in the way. Another couple of runs. A valiant effort there from Mahmood, but in vain. Batsman well inside. 3 more overs to go. Nitin Saldana batting on 20. A quick fire 20 of 9 deliveries. Diju 55 of 34. 197 for 5. Surely they will take things. Quick, thick and fast are the Indians. Wonder what is running through their minds. Surely there will be a change in the batting order. They will look to send the explosive batters considering they have only 3 more overs, 18 more deliveries to go.
44 with just 17 balls. Nitin Saldana has been the record in chief. 20 of just 9. The record in chief. He's the one who's provided the impetus as well in the launch pad. Now he needs to provide a fantastic finish. He's got it in him to do so. He's got a great start. He's middling the ball well. And also he's got a new bowler to tackle to.
And he loves playing the medium paces.
Ibrahim has been introduced into the attack. The 18th over.
A flick of the wrist there. Ball really screaming through. Only a single. Both these batters, they love playing the medium paces rather than the spinners. Especially Nitin.
Nitin Saldana finds himself on this striking end now. Just get a feeling it's going to be a slower delivery. No, he's just pitched it short and into the ground. Into that wicket. Fantastic stop.
Again, it's one of the young Rasik brothers. They have been fabulous throughout this evening. This time it's the younger lad. They have done fantastically well.
This has got height, this has got distance, perfect ingredients if you want 6.
That's what Nitin Saldana brings to the table.
200 comes up in superb style. 205 for 5 now. Nitin Saldana, he is providing the blitzkrieg towards the end. 21st 6 of the tournament and one of the longest.
And we are into the second game.
Yeah, we're just into the second game, as you rightly mentioned. The counter is ticked by 21 times. We are in for a thrilling contest. Not just this one, but a thrilling tournament ahead as well. Didn't get it from the best part of the bat, but luck would have it. As luck would have it, eventually it falls into no man's land. Are they going for the third run here? That was an afterthought. 2 for the shot, 1 for the throw. They decide against it. 2 added to the tally.
I wonder, Nitin will be telling his partner, when I can hit the ball a long, long way, why do you want to risk the third one?
For the first time in this game, for the first time in 10 deliveries, Nitin Saldana finds out there's something called the toe end of the bat as well. Poor ball and put away. That's coming towards the commentary position. Gets around it fantastically well. No ball. No ball signaled. Free hit it's going to be. Nitin Saldana had to bear the brunt of that no ball. Diju Xavier will get the reward for that no ball. A free hit coming up. Diju wanted to throw the kitchen sink at it. Missed it completely.
Looks like he wanted to really plunk it out of the park or out of Sulaibiya, putting all his power into it, but in the end failed to get any connection.
Last delivery coming up of the 18th. That's a beautiful stroke. Fielder gets around it. There'll be 2 more runs. It's the young Turk once again. 18 overs gone. 2-1-3 for 5.
Expensive over towards the back end.
2-1-1 for 5.
2 more overs, 12 more deliveries. We'll have to wait and watch who is going to bowl these 2 overs. Fahad Bastaki running out of ideas at the moment. And the stage is all set for Nitin Saldana. He's more of the Kyron Pollard caliber. He will stand and deliver. He hits the ball a long, long way. He's going to be on strike. He will be facing Muzammil, who has changed ends. He's come back to bowl from the garden end. We'll have to wait and watch. Does he get any turn from this end? I'm sure he's seen Mahmood bowling. That's the reason. That's an excellent delivery. It took Nitin by surprise. Slightly more quicker. A dot ball. Down the track he dances. Unable to get any elevation there. A leg by been signaled by the umpire. Two precious balls there. A dot delivery and a leg by. Muzammil Khalid pulling things back very, very well. Coming back towards the back end. Down goes Diju, but this time finds Mahmoud Bastaki straight towards the short mid wicket. Another dot ball. Every dot ball here is as precious as gold. And the bowler having a smile. Short, this time pulled away towards deep mid wicket. Fielder converging there. It's flat batter. We have to wait and watch. The umpire is waiting for the signal to reconfirm. It's going to be one bounce into the fence. He's rocked back on his back foot, waited, and pulled it away towards the straightish mid wicket. He's batted really, really well in this innings, is Diju. He's sitting there on his back foot, this time pulling it away straight over long on. With disdain is Diju Xavier. He is raced away towards 68 of 40 deliveries. It's 3 twos, 222, 222. And we have still one more delivery to go in this over.
He's called for two right away. Two would be a little risky though. He's got to settle for that single. The umpire eventually gets out of the way of the throw.
The umpire has always been in the firing line right throughout.
Give that man a helmet right away. It's the second time. That was a close call indeed. The first one hit him. This was a really close call. 19 overs gone. 223 for 5.
Well, I'll have to see that it's a genuine mistake. He's running into the ball, so which is something not called for. These matches will be streamed live on fan code skyexchange.net. KC Six Nation T20. This has been a festival indeed. We are into the second match. One more over to go to close down the innings. We are into the 20th over, 19 overs bowled, 223 for 5. Diju batting on 69 of 41 and Nitin 13 of 15.
Poor ball. No ball, in fact. Very poor ball. It is going to be a free hit, and the field cannot change. Diju Sheely Xavier, 69 of 42. What a fantastic innings this has turned out to be.
Mind you, he's bowled two balls above the waist. The bowler cannot bowl or continue his over, so there will be a change in bowl as well.
Eventually, it is not Ibrahim to bowl the final over, and Yusuf inherits a free hit first up. It's not easy to deliver, can he? Just before the fielder, it dies. 2 more runs taken. It's a good ball at the end of the day. Knowing that many forms are getting the batter out or suspended, this is a direct throw as well. I think that was not out of necessity but frustration.
And I am still wondering, the fielder throwing himself, it was still a free hit. The catch wouldn't have counted anyways.
He could have stayed back and stopped the boundary. He eventually did, despite going for that catch. Yusuf, he's a complete team man. And a bit of football skills as well. Comes in very handy.
Yes, just to remind you, Yusuf is a very good footballer.
And we're seeing signs of that.
Absolutely.
What an athlete. The gentle giant, as they call him. We haven't seen many slower deliveries. Just one when the leg spinner was bowling, and that granted him a wicket when Shiraz was able to get through that shot and realize the ball hasn't arrived yet.
That's a Yorker, a wonderful delivery. You were just mentioning a few variations, the slow and the Yorker. There comes it out.
It could have been a blessing in disguise. It is, well, It looks like it's a blessing in disguise. It's not Ibrahim bowling the final over, it's Yusuf. And he's provided the breakthrough as well with a fantastic pinpoint Yorker.
And it's about the downfall of Nitin, who was looking so good. He's shrugging himself off. But mind you, that is an excellent delivery. And the Yorker, going by the old school, a Yorker is always going to be Yorker, lethal as ever.
Yeah, a delivery that's very independent of the surface as well. 30 of 16 for Nitin, and out of it 16 runs came in boundaries, 2 sixes and a 4. That means he's run a lot today, even in that little innings. Nawaf's come out to bat. A very gritty southpaw. Nawaf, such an exciting talent.
He is eyeing the mid-wicket and the long on boundary. That's where he loves hitting the ball, going across the line. We'll have to wait and watch. Is another Yorker coming?
He's not come out with a He's not come out with the helmet, so better not be a bouncer. It is another Yorker, Vinod. He had to dig it out, but he's done it with a great sense of ease. 2 more runs taken. It's not an easy shot to play. First ball might be even 3. It is 3. What should have been 2 has been converted into 3. Yusuf is furious.
That is very, very sloppy there. In fact, on the first hand, he should be stopping the ball. There's no backing up. At this stage, you do not want to give anything extra. But again, like you mentioned, all through the evening, Yusuf has been brilliant. With his kind of pace, he's surely not going to be bowling the short ball at any stage. He's furious that the ball has not been stopped. Again, excellent delivery there. He's appealing. Diju perishes this time. What a comeback from this lad is Yusuf. He has done no harm to his reputation. Another wicket to his name.
Drama at its best. You can't write a better script than this. The game of cricket continues to give SkyExchange.net KCC 6 Nation T20 Festival. This is what you get. It was supposed to be Ibrahim bowling the final over. That gets changed after a no ball first up. Yusuf comes in, picks up 2 wickets. Momentum now with the Kuwaitis. Kuwait 11.
I love the length that he's bowled. He's been there around full and right up to the stumps, right into the block hole there, keeping things very, very tight, and that's exactly where you bowl in the death overs.
He's perfected the art of bowling in the death overs, isn't it? It's really surprising. Now I think he's made a fantastic case for him as the tournament goes on as well to be having the ball during the death.
Is the ball reversing? Because I can see a hint of movement.
Whoa, this could be trouble. But that hit had to be right. It is. Did he get there in time? He had to go for it. There was no other option. All in all, a very fantastic way to end that first innings. So much drama, Vinod.
Yes, Raj has brought plenty of smiles, spectators, players, Kuwait 11 smiling. So that is what the cricket is all about. There we can see a slight bit of shape there. He's bowled it slower, like you mentioned. He's bowled a slower ball. He's foxed the batsman. But the umpires have claimed that Nawaf has made his ground comfortably.
So in the end, a single will be granted to India 11. Kuwait 11 definitely has some momentum after a tremendous last over. Every ball of that over was an event in itself.
Yes, as you mentioned, the captain, the Kuwaiti captain will surely consider Yusuf Al-Kandri to be bowling in the death overs for the future matches.
All in all, a great first innings indeed. India 11 winning the toss, choosing to bat first. Score a mammoth 231. 232 is the magical number that Kuwait 11 will be after. It's going to be an uphill task. They need a very good start to get to 232. They've had the batting prowess before, they have the batting prowess now. But is it their day? We'll wait and watch. India 11 versus Kuwait 11. A quick recap. India 11, they won the toss and they said they want to bat first. They posted a 231 on the board. 232 is the magical number that Kuwait 11 are after. And out come the two batters. They'd be expecting a fantastic flying start from these two. The Rasik brothers have been phenomenal. One of them is here. And he'll be alongside the skipper, who currently is at the non-striker's end for it. Nawaf, no surprises, will take the new ball. He's done it so many times for his country, Kuwait. Today for India 11. Ready to steam in from the garden end is Nawaf. First ball. The chase begins. Two slips in place. Puts back to ball right away. Runs on the board. No hesitation. It's great to see that youngster offering the bat to it with two slips in place. Fahad Bastaki, the captain, has assumed responsibility up top. He needs to provide a flying start. 232. There's really no time to rest. So much happened. The batter going towards his right, the keeper going towards his right. Still the ball skids through the tiniest of gaps and goes for four. Nawaf Ahmed's trying to solve an equation to which there isn't an answer. What a good delivery. It deserved a wicket, didn't it? This is a cruel game at times. Nawaf Ahmed, what a peach of a delivery. It's a dream delivery for any bowler first up. Gets it right, generates the outside edge, a diving keeper. The slip couldn't do anything. Now the keeper is in fact standing for the outside edge and not to collect the ball if it's just left alone. Oh, what a good over this is turning out to be. From Nawaf Ahmed, pure class. Fahad Bastaki. The scoreboard will tell you is 4 of 2, but mentally he's yet to get off the mark. That one good shot from the middle of the bat is what he's aiming for. Loves to go straight down the ground, I'm told. Loves to open the face of the bat as well. I'm not quite sure if Nawaf will allow the latter. Was in the air for a brief moment. Excellent stop. That would have been 4 on any other day. Great stop indeed. Nathan's played his part with a bat in hand. Now saving some runs for his side. Still two slips in place. Nawaf Ahmed being trusted by the skipper to generate that outside edge. Can he? Good one. Will pick up a single. Well played, Fahad. When it's a very good delivery, respecting the bowler. Fahad Bastaki not aimlessly going for a shot every single ball. Leaves it to Mohammad Tawfiq, the youngster, to play the final delivery of the over. Kuwait get off to a 6 of no loss with a ball to go. A start which is quite sedate given the fact that they need to get to 232 to be pronounced winners. Final delivery from Nawaf. And a hint of swing once again. And a touch of class from Mohammad Tawfiq. Doesn't attack it at all. Waits for the ball to do its tricks. And puts bat to ball eventually. 6 for no loss after 1. Mohammad Shafiq. He's got his task cut out here. Provide early wickets for his side. He's got a good, healthy total to defend. He'll get that confidence of trying a couple of new things as well. Hint to swing once again in the air. It's such a treat to watch when the new ball swings like that. And we greet Vinod back in the comm box. That'll be a poor delivery, white ball signaled. Sometimes too much swing can also be troublesome. It's being egged on by the fielders, Mohammad Shafiq, that he can get it right. It's about getting that first ball right. He got that one right. It's about now sticking to that line in length outside off. I'm Suhas Vedam, joined by Vinod. Very warm welcome, Vinod.
Thank you, Suhas.
And thank you for the cup of tea as well.
Well, it's a nice, bright evening. The floodlights are on, and we're having a wonderful game. A big chase on hands. Let's wait and watch. A cup of tea will bring a smile.
The perfect setting to this beautiful cricket ground as well, to call the game that we love the most. With a cup of tea, of course. Why not? Doesn't get better than this, does it, Vinod?
Absolutely. A cup of chai is what we favorably call it. It drives all the stress away. It's a long day. We have 3 matches to go. And match number 2 in progress.
It's a long day, but the excitement's not dying. It's just growing as the tournament's progressing, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Ooh, just outside. Just that extra bounce.
It's Mohammad Tawfiq who is opening with the skipper Fahad Bastaki. Tentative start. Youngster. It's a pretty young team with the Kuwait 11. A lot of youngsters there. They will be fancying this opportunity. It's a big stage, and of course everyone would love to be a part of it. This time slightly shorter there. Mohammad Shafiq, the youngster, he's pretty quick. Bright smile there. Player and a miss a couple of times. The ball really skidding through the surface. We'll have to wait and watch. Is there any dew? It doesn't look certain at all, which makes the competition even Stevens, considering that there's no dew in this part of the world.
Very nicely summed up, actually, because there's no dew, again allowing the bowler that extra cushion. A good delivery. He was showing all the 3 stumps, still he chose to follow the batter. He's playing that mental game, and he's playing it really well at the moment, Mohammad Shafiq.
It's a rehearsal of the last 3 deliveries, being bowled pretty similarly. It's a play and a miss, and it's just continued. Slight bit of agony there for Mohammad Tawfiq. He hadn't been able to put bat to ball. He's trying his best.
The required rate doesn't know what it means to put bat to ball. It's just climbing. 12.33 now. Kuwait versus India. Does put bat to ball this time. Straight to the fielder. Directed, could be trouble, and makes it in the end. They're going for that extra run. This could be more troublesome. It's a good throw. It's a very good throw. It's a very good throw indeed. This fielder couldn't have got a better throw under pressure.
You can see the skill of Usman Ghani. He took that very comfortably, although it was a 1 bounce throw. It was effortless. That is the quality that the skipper brings to the table. Is Usman Ghani. He looks very calm and composed. 231 is the score that they posted. 2-3-2 will have to be chased down, and it'll going to be a miraculous effort if Kuwait 11 will be putting.
Drags the bat there, and that might have saved him because he dragged the bat. The coaches always tell you to do so, and a man sitting alongside me runs an academy. He's been telling the guys, he's been telling the youngsters, drag the bat. This is what you do. That has saved him on that occasion. Would have been touch and go. Fantastic stuff.
Absolutely. You do the basics right, and you will always get the benefit of the doubt if there is any.
Nawaf Ahmed, he has been persistent with his line and length, and that is why he's a bowler of that class as well, isn't it? He's been playing at the highest level for a reason.
Absolutely. Nawaf, plenty of experience. He brings along. He's a skilled bowler. He will be sitting very, very comfortable. No pressure to deal with. Especially with the score that they have posted, slightly shorter. They are gully in place. Pretty exciting field. It's been a while. I've seen a gully in a T20 game.
Look how much it darted in. Nawaf Ahmed, he's bowling on a different track altogether. When all the others are bowling, it's Sulaibiya Cricket Park. When Nawaf Ahmed's steaming in, we're in Southampton.
Absolutely, Suhas. You have been following all these cricketers so closely. And we are seeing complete skill on display.
Look at this, the required rate 12.33 and beyond, 3 dot balls put together. This is absolute gold, and Captain Usman knows it. Nawaf Ahmed, very miserly, and it's a great attribute to have if you're a bowler.
It's going to be a testing challenge for the bowlers, especially the medium pacers. If they go on to pick up wickets, you'll have as the tournament progresses.
Love the consistency. Once again, straight to the fielders. Fahad Bastaki is just wondering, are there gaps in this ground? Every time he's put bat to ball, it's gone straight to the fielder, not on either side of him. He's got to find that boundary very quickly. Where is it coming from?
But the impressive thing is the length that Nawaf is bowling. It's slightly shorter, and he's bowling a heavy ball.
The heavy ball that you talked about, it's little difficult to negotiate. More bounce on this occasion. That was climbing up on the batter. Nawaf Ahmed is showing pure bowling masterclass. All 5 deliveries were different. All 5 deliveries were lethal. One of them did get to the middle of the bat, but the fielders were up for the task. Can he close it out well? Will it be a maiden over that will be talked about for a long time? It's been tremendous to watch him bowl. Pulls out of this one. The batter wasn't ready. The bowler was steaming in.
With one thing, you'll not find Nawaf bowling any loose deliveries, and that is the difference between both the sides. There have been plenty of loose deliveries being bowled by the Kuwait 11, and the Indian 11 really pounced on it. And being a quality side, they're not going to miss on such occasions.
Would be gone. Yes, it is. Good, sensible bowling pays off. Creates the pressure with 5 dot balls. Makes the batter do something outside his comfort zone. In the end, a half-hearted stroke sees the end of Captain Fahad Bastaki. Departs for 5. Kuwait lose their first for 10. A wicket maiden is always better than a maiden, says Nawaf.
Absolutely. It's the skill of the man who has been putting it on full display. He's been persistent with his line. He's been completely outside the off stump. He has been asking those questions. He's literally flirting with the batsman's mind. The moment that he spurs one slightly fuller, he gets an outside edge, which is sliced away towards backward point. And seeing the downfall of Fahad Bastaki. It is a wicket maiden for Nawaf. An excellent over in the context of any T20 game if you're going to get a maiden and a wicket maiden. Looks like the Indians are pretty content with bowling their medium paces up front using the new ball, the hard shiny new ball. They've seen plenty of bounce. They're using the surface very, very smartly, are the Indian bowlers. Shafiq, that's quick. That is really quick. Edged. straight to the first slip. Excellent catch there. That is smart work. There were two fielders being placed there in the catching position behind the wicket. And the first slip, Meet obliging. It is a splendid catch. It was pretty quick. Thick outside edge. He made it look so comfortable, taking it around his shoulders. Excellent technique. It was slightly a widey slip. 2 wickets down here for Kuwait. 10 for 2. This time it's Mohammad Shafiq, the bowler, tasting success. The first wicket to his name. The young lad Mohammad Bastaki has walked in. Number 11. He will be facing the music now. Mohammad Shafiq will be bowling with his tail up. He's bowling pretty quick. He's got a slip in place. He's got a gully. In fact, he's got 2 slips. One is pretty wide. It's more of a 4th slip. They have a gully in place. Exciting attacking field. That's again more on the shorter side.
He's got to be very careful playing that shot. It was again a little half-hearted. Almost wanted to offer a shot. After it's gone past his bat there.
Beaten for pace, Suhas.
Very rightly said. And it's very interesting shot selection as well, with a slip in place, and he's already gobbling up the catches.
Well, that's the fear that the medium pacers have imposed so far. They've been sitting in the dugout and watching the other batters getting out, trying to flash outside the off stump. Again, slightly shorter into the body, but this time it's going to be a no ball, overcompensating, trying too hard. It is going to be a free hit. Extras, I think it's the first extra on board. Mohammad Shafiq trying a bit too hard.
Mohammad Shafiq, he doesn't need to try hard at all. He's got the skills to swing the ball in the air as well. He's getting a bit of assistance from the wicket. There isn't better things that a bowler can ask for. That is why this tournament's so good. You get good pitches like this. Wow. 4th stump would have crashed down. That is a lovely line.
That is what good classy bowlers do. I mean, off stump, on and outside the off stump is the trajectory where they will be normally bowling, and that's the corridor of uncertainty.
Yeah, it's called the corridor of uncertainty for a reason, isn't it? And this is why the batter is in little doubt, playing a little mind game with himself, and that is what you want to exploit as a bowler. Especially his feet are not moving early on in the innings. Generates the outside edge.
Is the keeper too deep, or was there?
Wow, how close is that?
Drama, plenty of drama there. And the keeper slightly going the wrong way. He was looking to go towards the leg side. In the end, he had to change directions. And that's the reason, I think, the catch was forward.
Yes, it seems so. But I'll tell you what, with that angle, you as a keeper will go towards your left. It's not that he was going towards the wrong way, but he was able to compensate. Now the slips collide, but the ball escapes. What's happening here? Mahmood Bastaki, tell me what's the lottery number?
Well, I would tell you that the second slip or the third slip is way behind. Now, if you see it from the side angle, the second and third slip will always be standing up in close, in line with the keeper. Because the ball, the more it deviates, it keeps dying down. And that's what we see generally in the slips, the third and fourth standing way up, because the ball certainly will not carry.
Watch as it go. Watch as it go.
Looks like there's going to be a spin straight away. Yasin Patel running to the skipper. Hand me the ball, he says. He'll be itching to bowl. He's again yet another young upcoming left arm off spinner. They have plenty of spinners, and all the left-arm spinners in Kuwait are in abundance, and so are they with their talent.
The game so far with the Kuwait batters, it's been pretty sorry. Stayed 4 overs, 12 for 2. The Indian bowlers right on top. Required rates creeping up. Abdul Jabbar's just walked in. Mahmood Bastaki is a new man. 2 new men at the crease. It's not easy to chase down 13 plus. Someone's got to put their hand up and say that I will be the one to bring the required rate down. One of you bat through.
At the moment, Zohans, they're finding it difficult to get bat and ball. So thinking about the run rate or scoring is way beyond imagination.
Yasin Patel just spin a web around the batters. It's important to have the fielders in the right position as well. You could sense that the captain trusts the bowler. The fielding position is, especially on the leg side inside the circle, is such that he wants that lob. He wants to take the catch. Look at him drag the batter just outside his comfort zone.
I love the action of Yasin Patel. He's so much more conventional as a left armer. He's bowling pretty much with a lot of guile. Nice smooth action, slow through the air. Batsman beaten, all ends up.
There is another reason Yasin Patel is a good friend to the captain. He's strung 3 dot balls and he's got through half the over in just 30 seconds.
Absolutely, that's what the left armers do. Generally, they run through their overs.
And the saga continues. He's weaving a garland of dot balls. And he couldn't be a prouder bowler. Yasin Patel comes in, rolls his arm over, and right on the money. Can he finish off with 2 more? It's the greedy world that makes me ask this. 1 more dot ball. We'll start with a maiden then. 5 dot balls, and the ball hasn't left the 30-yard circle. It doesn't know that there is a fence that exists.
I haven't seen any turn on offer. It's a pretty hard new shiny ball there. Pretty quick this time. Slightly more flatter. He's almost ran himself through the over. It's a maiden to begin with.
Maiden it is, rightly called. 5 overs gone, 12 for 2. Yasin Patel starts a dream start.
There have been a couple of maidens. One was bowled by Nawaf, a wicket maiden earlier. Another one to follow. Making things life more difficult for the Kuwait 11. They are really struggling at the moment.
That's because of some fantastic bowling. 3 bowlers used so far. Yasin Patel has given away nothing. Nawaf Ahmed's picked up a wicket. So has Mohammad Shafiq.
Another important note that you had made, that something common between both the bowler and the wicket keeper.
Yeah.
Not only the names, they come from the same place as well.
Oh, interesting there.
They're cousins, in fact.
So cricket runs in their blood. That will be for width on offer. Much needed boundary. Abdul Jabbar gets it. Opens the account and will break the shackles as well. That's the first runs in 7 balls.
It's the first boundary to begin with. Their flashy drive outside the off stump, up and away.
And those were the first runs in 7 balls. Flashy. Every time there's been width on offer, the batter has not shied away from putting a lot of bat behind it, going through with the shot, no half measures whatsoever, Minod.
But believe me, Abdul Jabbar is a talented young lad. He again has come through the ranks. Again, got cotton ball straight to the...
No, it's kept down. Wow. Oh, it's gone.
Yeah. Hit straight back, taken by surprise. Mohammad Shafiq obliges. Wicket number 2 for him.
Would you believe it? I thought it happened so quickly. I thought that wasn't the case. Abdul Jabbar has gifted the ball, who in the follow through, Shafiq's gobbled up. It is a difficult catch to take, but Shafiq does so. And once again, Vinod, the best fielder award goes to the bowler himself.
Absolutely. I mean, this is one discussion we have been having right throughout the day. Why are the bowlers best fielders of their own bowling? It's certainly not a mystery. Even a bowler of Anil Kumble's caliber shows all his skill when he's bowling. And the fielding is something that they should be
Fielding's got to be up there, isn't it? You were rightly mentioning, you were getting to that point. Fielding's got to be up there because at the end of the day, the number of runs you save is one less to get for her side as well when they bat. Tariq Bedas has walked to the middle. Tariq's got his task cut out, the left-hander. He's realizing that his team's struggling at the moment. They need a partnership, and if they want to stay in the game, they need a blitzkrieg as well. He's got to walk on eggshells. He's got to pick and choose at least 2 balls every over to go for the big shot, and otherwise pick up singles and twos to keep them in the game. What he just cannot afford is a barrage of dot deliveries.
There's a couple of slips. There is a couple of slips in place. I would love to see a gully, and will be very interesting to see how Shafiq bowls to a left-hander. And the ball running straight into the gully. One bounce, couple of bounces there. The fielding unit for the Indian side, they are exceptional with their fielding. There's a very, very good fielding outfit is the Indian 11. They will make you work hard for your runs. And is slightly sloppy. It runs away into the fence. It's a no ball being called there by the umpire. Poor bowling. Lapse in concentration from the bowler. Did he bowl the ball outside the strip is something that we have to really watch. This time it's a free hit, so he's been cleaned up. No damage done. It was a free hit. The batsman had the leverage to go after the bowling. In the end, he saw his stumps being shattered. Muhammad Shafiq has had a mixed bag. He's picked up 2 for 9. He's bowled a slower ball, completely foxing the batsman. The ball lobbing to gully.
Almost there, almost, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Shafiq's bowled his heart out today. 3 overs, 2 for 14. 1 more ball to go to complete his third, of course. Would be interesting to see how the captain uses his last over. Do you think he'll bowl him on the trot here?
That would matter only if Kuwait goes on to bat all the 20 overs.
Well,
they have plenty of bowling options.
The throw is at the striker's end for a reason that is not known. Had it been at the non-striker's end, could have been a tighter call.
They have 3 medium paces playing in this game. There's another left armer, Ilyas, who will be bowling. Let's see if he's going to get a bowl or not. But he's again a left arm medium pacer. A different trajectory bowler. All the left armers, they always find them so difficult. Why is it so?
The angle with which the ball comes in and the questions that it asks, it's completely out of syllabus for many a batter.
As we go, the left arm spinner story continues. We have Yasin Patel bowling his second over. We have seen plenty of left arm spinners throughout the day today.
Yasin Patel, another exciting talent. We've already seen. What is it with the young spinners in this tournament? We've already seen the young Bastaki spinner Webb. Now Yasin's given nothing away in his first over.
Well, I think T20 has really transformed. The game itself has changed. The spinners have taken center stage. If you've seen any franchise cricket throughout the world, you'll see the spinners doing really, really well.
That is why T20 cricket is very exciting, isn't it? We've talked about spinners getting assistance from the pitchers in the longer format of the game, but look at the shorter format too. They are making a mark.
It's always going to be a challenge with the spinners bowling because the questions that they pose certainly are going to be testing. Again, another quick single there. Wayward throw. Easy single. A rail let off there by the Indian fielders. Plenty of them inside the 30-yard circle.
Tariq and Mahmood have understood there's one way to deal with Yasin, that is to pick up singles. Whenever they try to go after him, he gave nothing away. 8 deliveries, just 2 runs. And those 2 runs in this over, nothing away in the first.
At the moment, Yasin is trying to bowl slightly within the stumps. Okay, he's not trying anything fancy.
This is Varun. Varun has been officiating the domestic finals in Kuwait cricket for almost a year and a half or 2, and then later on they have also joined him. So what I want you to know is that you've got, and Varun with you to be utilized as per your plan. So he's going to be here with you guys. You set it up, and before we call it the night, we'll discuss and finalize the plan. I'll give you a go ahead accordingly. So generally you have more support around you. All right? Thank you.
In the air, but over the infield. Risky indeed. Tariq Vedas.
Flirting with dangers, what do you call it? Definitely. Every time the ball is going airborne, you'll see blue t-shirts converging.
They're swarming towards the ball here like bees towards honey. Bees towards nectar, shall I say. Oh, that was close. That still wasn't played. The batter had little clue. Tariq had little clue, but the ball was still in play. It could have disturbed some part of the stumps. It's just pure luck.
Hands on hips for Yasin Patel. And just wondering in disdain, how did that miss the stumps? It's been pretty good so far for the Indians. It's been one-way traffic, like you mentioned earlier. They have been dominant completely throughout in the first innings with the bat in hand. Now with the ball, they're showing all their skill and class. Their fielding is certainly top class. The fielders are supporting.
The worm tells you the story. The wickets, the W's that you see for the yellow is a big problem. They are not few and far in between. They're cluttered together. You can't be having them in a cluster. That's always a problem because you have 2 new men at the crease then. Chasing over 13 and over. That's a thing of past now. It's over 14 and beyond.
And also the worms are heading in 2 different directions.
One of them true to the nature of the worms biologically. And what the nature has to say is stay below the ground, beneath the ground. One of them climbed really well towards the end. That's because of Nitin. Gave them a great start, and of course Xavier stayed there for a longer time with his fantastic 70. Shafiq.
Absolutely. Now there comes the left armour, Ilyas. Talking of the devil, and he's there. He has been pretty good right throughout the season.
Ilyas has been sensational indeed, and he's provided that variation and the variety that you require as a captain. Usman would want to utilize him accordingly.
Absolutely, there are plenty of options for Usman to use, and they will be looking forward to.
Little bit of extra bounce, and that shot was an afterthought, Vinod.
Wide been called. He'll have to go back and reload this one. And the left armour, I would surely feel that he should be using the angle. Like Suhas has mentioned earlier, it becomes very important, especially the angle that the left armour is normally bowl from.
Straight to the fielder. Tariq was looking for a single as well. Does well to get back in time. Once again, dragging the bat. That's very important. You don't do it, you're exposing yourself to more risk.
The only fact that we'll have to wait and watch, can Ilyas get the ball to curl inside as the left-handers normally do? That's the danger ball for any right-hander.
This one's dangerous too. That sliver of outside edge is what he's looking for. He's not even looking at the batter anymore. He's just looking at the outside edge.
Looks like Meet has been in the slip right throughout, and he'll continue to do so.
Keeper one day, in the slip the next. He likes that angle at which the ball comes to him as well. As a keeper, you get a little routine and used to, oh, that's a good dive. The second line of defense will ensure it's a single. Tarek Bedas eventually gets the single. He was so itchy at the non-strikers and now will get to strike the ball.
Absolutely, Usman. Plenty of thinking. He's got the thinking hat on. He's very animated, drugging his bowlers and fielders around. Again, he's got a slightly wideish gully, more towards slips. Ilyas.
Oh, he's a treat to watch. To the left-hander as well. The length and line, it changes so quickly. He's adjusting to the righty-lefty combination well, Vinod. That's great to watch.
Only thing Ilyas is trying to figure out is there any movement left there. It's still a pretty good new ball. The ball hasn't been hit to the fence very often. It's still going to be a shiny hard ball. But as we say, there's no dew, there's no humidity, and that's what is not.
This could be trouble, and it is trouble. Tarek Bedas, who was impatient while he was at the non-strikers and eventually wanted a single while he was at the strikers. Not realizing that the partner wasn't interested, Mahmood Bastaki stayed put. Tarek Bedas was running all by himself and now will continue the walk.
Again, another wicket, really biting the dust. Poor calling there. Both the batsmen were ball watching actually, and that's the reason the confusion. Tarek almost ran one full run. He turned back, but he was surely short of his ground, well short of his ground.
Tiju Xavier has done a fantastic job of throwing it at the right end. Tarek had hit it, so he knew how hard he did it. He wanted that single, was well committed, and when he was asked to return, it was a day late and a dollar shot. Another one goes back to the pavilion without adding much to the total. In complete disarray, Kuwait, as far as this run chase is concerned. Now will they be looking at the net run rate column, because you know in tight games that are yet to come, that can come in very handy. Would they try and play this in such a manner that they look at the net run rate first, or they still be going after the target, you feel?
So you made a very valid point. I think they should try and bat as long as possible and should not be bothered. You try to score maximum runs. Another one cleaned up, timber disturbed from Yasin Patel. Was really darted in, pretty quick delivery there. The batsman had no clue. Was taken by surprise. Yasin Patel tasting success. First wicket for him in this tournament.
Mahmood Bastaki was struggling with the bat in hand. That struggle's come to an end with one that is missed completely. 4 of 17, 4 of 18 in fact. And it's another wicket that's gone down. This is how Mahmood Bastaki finds himself in the pavilion. Almost yorked himself there. By the time he realized what shot to play, he'd already heard the death rattle.
Absolutely. The word death rattle, that's something that the batsmen really hate.
2 new men at the crease. Kuwait have lost half their side for just 28 on the board. Change in voices here. We've got Vinod to continue with Varun in the comm box. Very warm welcome, Varun.
Thank you, Suhas. You have been splendid. And let me welcome Varun here. He'll be taking charge. Welcome, Varun. It's a warm evening. Game number 2. We are into the second innings. 28 for 5. 8.1 overs done. Abdul Dusty and Yusuf Al-Kandri will be batting.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Suhas, as well as Vinod. It's been a busy outing for you guys. Kuwait struggling at the moment. 28 for 5 after the completion of 8.2 overs. As the next delivery this time cleans him up. The next one bites the dust. 6 wicket goes for Kuwait. 28 for 6. And Yasin Patel, what a spell and what a night he is having.
The Kuwait batters are falling like a pack of cards. Every time you shuffle one, you will see them really losing the plot completely. They are really falling in quick succession, all the wickets.
Well, Yasin Patel, you have been watching very closely, Vinod. Great talent. And he has a habit of taking wickets whenever the captain gives him a ball, and is doing justice for his captain, picking up 2 wickets in successive.
Absolutely. I mean, like you mentioned, Yasin Patel is a wicket-taking bowler. He is an exceptional talent.
Well, it is going to be an uphill task for Kuwait. 28 for 6 at halfway stage.
Mahmood Bastaki has walked in. The experienced veteran batter Mahmood Bastaki, he has been exceptional right throughout. His enthusiasm for the game and the love has been outstanding.
He got a short cover is in place for the new batsman. And Yasin Patel comes this time, ballooned up in the air, and it's been given. What a delivery!
Another wicket. This brings Yasin Patel. He's on a hat-trick. 3 wickets in this over, and he's just cleaned and ran through the batting lineup.
Well, Bastaki had no clue at all. The ball was just going away from his bat, and the ball ballooned up in the air. Easy chance for the slip there, and 7th wicket falling for Kuwait cricket.
It's been a very horrifying scorecard for the Kuwait 11. They found themselves struggling. They should ensure that they bat as many overs as possible, try to get as many runs, because you never know, the run rate will be in effect at some point later in the tournament. It's going to be Muzammil Khalid. He will be taking strike. He will be facing Yasin Patel, who is on a hat-trick. I would love to see a forward short leg in place. Defended straight to short cover. All the fielders converging, short mid-wicket. Backward backward square leg. Again trying to go for a big swatted heave down the ground, completely missing the ball altogether. Excellent figures there for Yasin Patel. He has bagged 3 for 4. Superb bowling there by Yasin Patel. 28 for 7, 7 wickets down. Kuwait 11 just throwing it away. They have not shown any application to trying to apply themselves, trying to accumulate as many runs as possible. It's a sorry state of affairs. Fahid Bastaki falling cheaply for 5. Mohammad Tawfiq single digits 3. Abdul Jabbar 4. Mohammad Bastaki 4. Tariq 4. Yusuf Al-Kandri still hanging in there. Abdul Dashti for a knot. Mohammad Bastaki for a knot. Plenty of single digits there. No one really making it to the double figures. And that's been the sorry state of affairs at the moment. Again, Yorker, very well bowled there by Ilyas. He has started off pretty well. A decent over. Coming back to bowl his second over. Right into the block hole. Usman Patel, the skipper of the Indian 11, will be very, very happy with the proceedings so far. His team has batted beautifully, and they've come back and they have bowled excellently well. Player of the backward straight towards short cover. No run there. A couple of dot balls to begin the second over from Ilyas. We are into the 10th over. They're running at almost 2.8 runs an over. It's the slowest start of the tournament so far. He's bowling over the wicket into the stumps this time, trying to heave it away, but straight to Diju, who sat mid-on. Very quick, very swift. It's a very, very heavily packed offside field. A slip in place, a deep third man, a backward point, a cover, mid off. Played down the ground. Excellent shot there. The fielder giving chase, puts in a slide. Excellent fielding there by Mohammad Shafiq. Muzammil Khalid. He's been joined by Yusuf Al-Kandri. Just the 1 run so far of this over. It's been again a very tight and tidy over. The previous over, Yasin Patel, he dented the Kuwaiti batting lineup heavily by taking 3 wickets in over. He almost picked up his hat-trick. Again, firmly driven down the ground. Excellent shot. It is the boundary. First boundary to Muzammil Khalid. The runs have been very, very scarce. The bowling has been very, very tight. The runs have dried up completely. This time he goes straight back past the bowler. It's going to be a no ball. Another boundary to follow up. He's gone around. It's 3 and 3 for Muzammil Khalid. This time over long on. Some respite there for the Kuwait 11. 42 for 7. Ilyas Ahmed, slightly expensive this over. 2 overs, 16 runs of his spell so far. You see the partnerships there for India. They've been pretty good. DJ Xavier top scoring with 71. Usman 42. A quick fire 42. Nitin Saldana 30. Shiraz Khan 20. So Yasin Patel, who will be coming back, he will be bowling his spell. He has been very, very good so far. Is Yasin Patel. This one tossed up way outside the off stump, inviting a drive. Al-Kandri trying to heave this one away. Plenty of changes there for Usman Patel in the field. The captain has been very, very innovative, very smart. He's moved the mid wicket towards square leg, a straighty square leg. Tossed up this time, the ball in the sky, the fielder converging. Only a single. DJ Xavier is very, very quick across the turf. A big bright smile there from the fielder, Yasin Patel. Excellent figures there for him so far. Bowling around the wicket, he'll be bowling to Muzammil. Muzammil, who's had a hat-trick of boundaries in the previous over. Again, this time trying to play this off the back foot. Slightly getting a top edge, ball really ballooning. Yasin Patel trying to make maximum ground but unable to get to the ball. He's very, very quick, is Yasin Patel. A left-hander will be bowling to a left-hander. Again, trying to go across the line, heaving it, getting an inner part of the inside edge. Ball really tickling away towards backward square leg. Another single. 45 for 7. 10.5 overs bowled so far. Yasin Patel 3 for 7. Excellent spell. One more delivery. Can he pick up a wicket? We'll wait and watch. I can play off the back foot. Straight to the fielder. It was a quick throw. The ball being darted in like a tracer bullet. Yasin Patel allowing the ball to go by. Wisely so. It's an excellent spell there from Yasin. He's bowled his 4 overs, his full quota. He's been very miser. He's given away 8 runs, picking up 3 wickets. There's going to be a change in bowling. It's going to be Shiraz Khan who will be bowling from the desert end. He's bowling his leg spinners, tossing the ball up, getting an inside edge. The ball trickling away towards the fence. An excellent dive been put in there by the fielder. We'll have to wait and watch for the confirmation from the fielder and the umpires. They're satisfied. Excellent effort there by Meath. Putting in a slide. He has ensured he has pulled the back ball. That was very cheeky, getting an inside edge. This time he has played it into the vacant spaces towards deep extra cover. An excellent flat throw there by Yasin Patel. Shiraz Khan has been pretty busy. This time trying to go up and over, the fielder converging, but the ball really sailing up and over. Plenty of distance there. Muzammil Khalid obliges. First maximum of this innings coming off Muzammil Khalid's bat. It's gone slightly wider of the fielder there. It was a poor delivery. Plenty of height and the distance towards the pavilion. The ball sailing over. It goes again towards the wideish long on. Easy single. He's been pretty busy this evening. Is Muzammil Khalid. 25 of his willow. 12 balls he has faced. He's been pretty fancy with his stroke play. He has not held back. He's gone after the bowling. We are almost one ball away from the 12th over to be bowled. 57 for 7. They're pulling themselves to a respectable total. The Kuwait 11. This time played late towards the wideish backward point. No single there. Muzammil Khalid certainly not interested. Nitin Saldana was the fielder. 58 I beg your pardon, for 7 after 12 overs. 8 more overs to go and 3 more wickets for the Indian 11 to get to close this match. It has been a pretty pleasant evening. This is game number 2 of the day and the tournament. Earlier we had a wonderful match being played between the Sri Lankan 11 and the Afghanistan 11. The Sri Lankan 11 chased down 73 in 6.2 overs and they made a mockery of the total in quick fire time. Nawaf will be coming on back. They're looking to close things down as quickly as possible. Are the Indian contingent. They're looking pretty good. Muzammil Khalid has been the aggressor with 25 of 12. And we'll be having Suhas back. Welcome, Suhas, in the combox.
Thank you very much, Vinod. This game's now become a one-sided affair. It's turned to be a damn squid. It turned out to be... Nawaf Ahmed has been excellent with the ball in hand. 13 balls, out of them 9 are dot deliveries. 1 has produced a wicket, of course, in that 9. Economy 2.77. He's done a tremendous job for his captain. Once again, accurate as ever. Following the batter. Once the batter tries to jump around and create room for himself to go inside out. 2 dot balls back to back.
Experience is what Nawab brings to the table. He has been splendid.
There is protection in the deep. Must be a single only. And a single is not something that will pinch India 11 at the moment. This partnership's moved on to 31, but it's taken 24 balls. They can't afford to score at this rate. They need to up the ante. Muzammil Khalid and Yusuf Al-Kandari. It's not an easy pitch to go for the big shot the moment you find yourself in the middle. But Yusuf Al-Kandari's played 12 deliveries. Muzammil Khalid's faced 12 deliveries. He's been the aggressor, of course.
And the worrying column is the required run rate, 23 per over.
That asks for 4 sixes every over. At least 3 boundary balls if they want to stay in the game. That is not the case here. Nawaf Ahmed's giving nothing away.
He's pretty used to, Nawaf at the back end, whenever he comes to bowl his second or third spell, he'll see a lot more slower balls. He has a bag full of slower ball skill. And surely he will he'll be trying everything around.
That's got height. This should be taken. You always let the man with the gloves take the catch if he can get there. He does. That's the 8th wicket down. Nawaf Ahmed tastes success for the second time.
Absolutely. Gloves in hand are the safest option on the ground at any time. Indian 11 will be looking very, very satisfied and happy. Again, if you see, his ball is slightly wider, trying to force the batsman to fetch it way outside from the off stump. And that's the reason it was a skyer. Rashik will be walking in. He will be joining Muzammil, the youngster. He's done well today in the field. He's done well with the ball. It's a learning curve for these youngsters.
Yes, SkyExchange.net presents KCC Six Nation T20 Festival. It is a big learning curve for the youngsters, and it is a great breeding ground to scout for talent as well. Talent which has the ability and capacity to be nurtured so that they can be a part of the highest level. That's the dream that every cricketer in this tournament carries, to play for the national side, to wear the jersey that says Kuwait. And can he make the transition from Kuwait 11 to Kuwait? Mohammad Rashik. He's got the game for it, but at the moment his team is down.
Certainly, as you mentioned, rightly so. The youngsters, again, it's a miser over from Nawaf Ahmed, as always. 2 for 7 of 3 overs. He has been exceptional with his medium pace. Mind you, the T20 game is a batter's game that we normally reckon with.
T20 game is a batter's game, but the bowlers win you the game.
Absolutely. Like we say, the test matches, if you want to win a test match, you need 20 wickets. It's a pretty fascinating philosophy there. Every format.
Oh, it's got him middle of the middle stump. Doesn't get better than this.
It's cleaned him.
It's through with a shot. Shivraz is making it look so simple.
Again, it's another spinner, like we mentioned earlier. The spinners are really throwing in a very, very strong impact in this tournament. This time it's the leg spinner.
That spin, that is a wicket that will give him a lot of confidence. Shiraz beats the batsman in flight.
Also plenty of turn, which is surely going to make him more anxious when he comes on to bowl. Yeah, Kuwait 11 are at the moment going through the motions, if you say so, because that's the way they have looked right throughout in this match.
That'll be a wide. He's got to re-bowl this one again. He's got to re-bowl this one. Got him again. There is a magic trick that Shiraz is able to pull off at least twice in the over. The right-handers are not finding the way it's done.
Handshakes all around. The innings has been folded. 2 valuable points. The Indian contingent will be very, very happy with their performance. Strong performance with bat and ball. They'll be very, very confident going into their future matches. This has been absolutely spectacular. 2 games done and dusted. Sri Lanka and India are looking very, very good at the moment. We'll be having another game to be followed up quickly. That's game number 3 between Bangladesh 11. We'll be playing Pakistan 11 in the last and final game of the day. It has been an action-packed day right throughout. 40 overs been bowled in this innings. I beg your pardon, they've almost been bowled out pretty quickly at the Kuwait 11. Handshakes all around. A bit of pep talk there for the Kuwait 11. Surely they'll have to reflect back. Diju 71, Usman 42, Nitin Saldana 30, Shiraz Khan 20. The Saudi bowling card there for the Kuwait 11. They've not found too much joy coming back. Muzammil Khalid was the only batsman to be featuring in double figures. 25 of 14, Tariq 7, Fahad Bastaki 5, Yusuf Al-Kandari 5, Yasin Patel 3 for 8. Magnificent spell there, but you have to compliment the medium pacer. Nawaf Ahmed 2 for 7, Shafiq 2 for 15, Shiraz Khan 2 for 13. India have won this by a huge margin, 172 runs. They won this one. The opening game, they have really put in a strong proposition for their opening game. They looked very good. We have one more game. We'll catch all in the presentation shortly.